Woo? Hello. How are you all? Hope you're all doing alright. So, before we actually get into it, I feel I need to do a bit of explaining. So, I wanted to play Little Big Planet, but for some reason the PS3 doesn't work with the HD60 Pro Elgato. That's the game capture card that I have. So, I thought it worked. It works if I connect it directly to my monitor, so I assumed that would work directed to the...
You need to proceed to a test of your controller.
Please stop. I'm trying to explain things.
The test is now complete. Thank you for your cooperation.
For those where my controller rumbled there. I wanted to play Little Big Planet, but it didn't work with the capture card. So, I guess we're playing this now. And, I've never personally played this before, but I've watched full playthroughs of it. And, yeah, I don't like it. I don't like it at all. So, let's start a new story. And I'll, explain the individual things that I don't like about it as they become prevalent. So don't you worry. Also, let me know how the sound is regarding their dialogue, because that's important. So there's a lot of dialogue. That's silly. The core thing. That's dumb. Although I kind of like it because it's dumb. Alright, what is there here? Already these controls are a little hard. Hello? Oh, and when that appears, I can't mess with the camera except to interact. So that's annoying. Phillips John, born 10/11/1999, lives 1554 Park Avenue, Detroit. Phillips Caroline, born 05/23/2001, lives at the same address. And Phillips Emma, born... wait, what are these ages? What year does this take place in again? Oh, I didn't mean to interact with that. Dwarf Garami. Yeah, we'll save it. Sure. He's a good fishy. Good fish. One thing I will give this game is that it looks beautiful. I am very, very not...
Gotta save my little girl. Wait. You're sending an android?
Alright, ma'am. You need to go.
You can't do that. Why aren't you sending a real person?
So, first problem immediately, wouldn't you want an android on the case? Because it's an android that needs to be dealt with. Also, I'm pressing the button and it's not doing anything. This is very hard to control. I just want to look at the fish. There we go. Good fishies. Yeah, wouldn't you want an android on the case since there's... in this game, androids are de facto better than humans. Hold R2 to consult your objective. Ah, so that's the frozen time thing. Find Captain Allen. Now is this full time stop or slowed time? It looks like it's full time stop. I don't see like any very slight gestures or anything. I think these are 1 mirror by 1 mirror boxes as well, so that's nice. Let's explore a little first. Yeah, in this game, androids are de facto better than humans. Like, they have so much... Oh, okay. They are, like... If it weren't for their programmed servitude, they would have overthrown us all. Period.
Captain Allen, my name is Connor. I'm the android sent by CyberLife.
It's firing at everything that moves. It already shot down 2 of my men. We could easily get it, but they're on the edge of the balcony. If it falls, she falls.
Deactivation code.
Tried its deactivation code.
It's the first thing we tried.
Okay, emotional shock.
Have you experienced an emotional shock recently?
Listen, saving that kid is all that matters. So
Then give me the information I need.
I'll take care of it.
Oh shit, are we on a timer? Oh, that's not good. So yeah, like this is an example of how androids are so much better. Like they can, where's the other thing? Yeah. Like this, their ability to accurately reconstruct the past is really powerful, especially in this context. So like, why wouldn't that girl want an android? Also, that's a little silly looking. How it like pulls... I guess it pulled to the side. Yeah. So he's armed. Okay. We need to be aware of that. Well, we already knew he was armed, but now we know that was a gun that was being stored. Search hostages room. I'm on it. Look at this little girl's room. You can tell it's for a little girl because everything is pink. Nice iPad. Oh, that's a touchpad. Alright. Daniel, eh? So that's another thing. Like, how does the programming even work to allow this? Child didn't hear gunshots. Okay. Jeez, were the gunshots that quiet? Or was her music that loud? Okay. What more do we get? Can analyze the bullet holes in this. Maybe determine how many rounds he has left. Wouldn't that be funny if he was out of bullets? DPD officer. Okay, well first analyze his face. And P.O. Deckert. Yes. It's Blade Runner. Do you get it? Because it's like Blade Runner. Except that the humans are the bad guys. I still can't get over that. That's such a hilarious quote to me. For those who don't know, that's something that David Cage, the writer for this, said. Where's the last thing? Ah. Oh, his bullet hole, of course. Right heart ventricle perforated internal bleeding. So I want to play it back all the way first. So he went through and got shot. Oh no, he shot and then got shot. How do I do this again? Oh, I'm supposed to move it around. Ah. Hostage witnessed the shooting. So she's a little traumatized right now. She should be panicking hard. But he got shot. And sprouted the blue blood, which is the most literal metaphor ever. And his gun slid. See, that androids are de facto better than humans. A human, well, most humans at least, probably couldn't piece that together. I'll take it. I'll take it and keep it hidden. Oh yeah, the magazines. Hello? It didn't let me actually look at it. Okay. Anything more in here? Oh? Turn off. Family was about to have dinner. That's not really relevant, but okay. Unmute.
It's been just over an hour since little girl was taken hostage on the top floor of a building here in downtown Detroit. Details are still emerging on what exactly happened, but the hostage taker could be the family's android. He may have taken the lives of at least one family member and a police officer. If confirmed, this would be the first case of an android deliberately taken.
The first case of an you guys remember that. This is the very first time an android has deliberately killed one of its owners. This is the very first time. This has never happened before. Child-sized shoe. Hostage. Well, the hostage is definitely wounded. She's being practically strangled. Neat. Oh dear. You okay there, friend? Oh, he is not okay. Alright, the bullet holes. Left kidney perforated, fatal. The other one. And upper lung hemorrhaging. Oh, well, it was there for a second. There. Deceased, John Phillips. Alright, one more. He doesn't seem to, maybe his mouth? No. His collar? No. Oh, he got shot 3 times. That's no good. Reconstruct. So he was sitting down just minding his own business, and then he probably heard the gunshot and stood up and was about to flee, but bam. Poor guy. Father was holding something. See, again, this is something that a human probably couldn't do. It's like, piece it together with that level of complexity and accuracy. Like, it can even see where each individual blood stain went. Alright, well, what was this then? What was so important?
Your order for an AP700
Oh, he was gonna be replaced.
CyberLife thanks
So why would he care if he was being replaced? Wouldn't CyberLife as a company encourage having more androids in a single household? Encourage more purchases? So why would an android get uppity about it? This is Blue Blood. Again, a bit too literal of a metaphor for me. And we can, that's also something important to remember, we can tell what model it is based on the blood. Okay, I think I'm ready. Okay. Didn't need to be so hostile there.
Don't come any closer or I'll jump!
No, please, I'm begging you!
Hi, Daniel! My name is Connor!
How do you know my name?
I know a lot of things about you. I've come to get you out of this.
Nice. Good job, idiot. Gain Deviant's trust, approach slowly. I can speak English.
I'm not going to hurt you. I just want to talk and
Oh
find
god,
a solution.
poor guy.
I don't want to talk! It's too late for that now! It's too late!
You okay there, man?
He's losing blood. If we don't get him to a hospital, he's going to die.
All humans die
Is
eventually.
the audio
Doesn't
choppy
matter if
for
this
you
one
guys
dies
too?
now.
I'm going to apply a tourniquet.
Don't touch him! Touch him and I kill you!
It's such a nihilist point of view.
Okay.
He's probably dead anyways, so who cares?
Are you armed?
Lie.
No. I don't have a gun.
You're lying! I know you have a gun!
I
Telling
don't.
you the truth, Daniel. I came here unarmed. I know you and Emma were very close. You think she betrayed you, but she's done nothing wrong.
She lied to me! I thought she loved me. But I was wrong. She's just like all the other humans.
Daniel, no!
They were going to replace you, and you became upset. That's what happened, right?
I thought I was part of the family. I thought I mattered. But I was just
Why
their
would you
toy.
think that?
Something to throw away when you're done with it.
What part of your programming would ever imply that?
Listen. I know it's not your fault. These emotions you're feeling are just errors in your software.
No, it's not my fault. I never wanted this. I love them, you know? But I was nothing to them. Just a slave to be ordered around. I can't stand that noise anymore. Tell that helicopter to get out of here.
We have this very under control. It's a 99% chance of success.
I did what you wanted. You have to trust me, Daniel. Let the hostage go, and I promise you.
This is another
everything will
thing
be
where
fine.
androids are better than humans. Like, nobody could detect that probability properly.
And I want a car. When I'm outside the city, I'll let her go.
That's
Compromise.
impossible, Daniel. Let the girl go, and I promise you won't be hurt.
Still good.
I don't want to die.
You're not going to die. We're just going to talk. Nothing will happen
Hey.
to you. You have my word.
Okay. I trust you.
Situation diffused. Good job, man. So for the record, I haven't really decided how I'm gonna play this. If I'm gonna play in a particular way beyond just what I feel.
You lied to me, Connor. You lied to me.
So I have several questions. Firstly, how the hell is this kind of thing even possible? This is more than error. This has to be like a virus, like somebody intentionally made the androids able to go deviant. Because that's not something that, like, this is the scene's flowchart. Oh yeah, small cool thing about this game, it gives you a flowchart. So you can see like all of the different possible outcomes. I missed something on the cop's body. That's unfortunate. And something concerning the fish? Not familiar. But yeah, the deviancy doesn't make sense to me. And even if it's a virus, that would have to be a really complicated virus. Like, that would have to be insane. See the world stats. 61%. Any like that are super low. Leave wounded cop was just 9%. Okay, he was probably dead anyways. And only 38% got the sniper shot deviant. It's not a virus? Well, that makes no sense then. How do you have such a horrible programming as to allow something like that to happen? And why is it just happening now, if it is an error? Also, hi Strahl. It's good to see you. Why is reality frozen when the OS is booting?
Come on, Zoe, let's go.
And handles the kids' mental elementary school. Good afternoon.
So, another thing, sale, pre-owned, where are the prices? I remember being able to see the prices somewhere in this scene.
With a 48 months interest-free.
Oh yeah, pre-owned $3,000. That's like
Painting, plumbing, gardening,
really good car levels. That's really cheap for effectively buying a person. Especially when you consider that there's probably been inflation.
many other functions.
So that $3,000 probably actually like $2,500. Hey Todd.
It was a bit difficult getting it back in working order. It was.
So is this like the Android equivalent of an auto repair shop?
The car hit it.
Or an auto shop?
Oh, see. Anyway, it's as good as new now, except that we had to reset it, meaning we had to wipe its memory. I hope you don't mind.
It'll be fine.
Did you give it a name?
My daughter did.
AX400. Register your name.
Kara.
My name is Kara.
That doesn't make any sense either, Strahl. If it's built in, again, why is it happening now? And why would you build it in? That sounds awful. That sounds like PR suicide. Also, in age so advanced, how would nobody have been able to sniff that out? Oh yeah, this game lifts pretty heavily from, like, slavery imagery. In case you couldn't already tell by the Holocaust bands on the android's arms. And the triangle symbol that was used in concentration camps to symbolize Jewish people, I think it was. So yeah, already we're starting pretty heavy-handed. I like that idea though, having a temporary docking for your androids. I lost my job because of androids. That's the same argument of all of those people that are like, I'll lose my job to machinery. I'm going to lose my horse carriage job because of these damn automobiles. Doesn't make any sense. Like, it might lead to a temporary increase in unemployment, but the, like, overall result is much better. It's the future, guys. Go to Bellini Paint Shop.
Yes, I think that's enough for one day.
Here. Let me help you.
Oh, thank you, dear.
So, androids have a degree of sentience, which, okay, I really like the ideas of androids. I am an android. I wouldn't call myself an activist because I don't actively do anything, but I support android rights. Like, even in reality, if something like androids were to exist. Hey, you look cool. So, like, I'm all good with having debates on what sentience actually properly is, and these androids seem to have it. Ban androids. Androids ruin our country. We want jobs. Again, the car metaphor is a bit too strong on that one. Like, did people definitely lost their jobs as horse carriage drivers because of cars, but you don't see people with signs in the street saying, I lost my job to Uber. Or if you do, at least I'm not aware of it. Ah, okay. Hey. Hello? I want to buy a hot dog.
Hey, move it. You're scaring away my customers.
Why would an android scare your customers? I'm gonna stay here. I want to piss him off.
Are you deaf, you plastic fuck? I said move it!
What does the LED indicator mean in that context? Like, we'll see it turn from blue to yellow to red a lot. Deliver us. Also another very heavy-handed metaphor.
These are supposed to be in base 7.
Sure. Sounds good.
That's a cool door, though. Why is that box so low texture? Holy hell.
Hey, ma'am, can you help me out?
Who was he signaling to? So, androids definitely have sentience. Which brings up the question of how anybody could realistically advocate for them as slavery. Which is what this is. Human music, $1 to hear. I can find human music online for free, dude. Also, what exactly makes human music any better than android music? Is it just the difference between organic and GMO? Ben's hot dogs. Oh, can I annoy another hot dog vendor?
35% unemployment, millions
Okay.
out of work. Are we going to do
You stop right there. That line, 35% unemployment. Oh, it's cool. It's cool, don't worry. But yeah, 35% unemployment. I forget the exact numbers, but for anybody curious, like 11% was the Great Depression. 16%, I believe it was the Spanish Civil War. There should be riots in the street. And not just like dumb little rallies like that. We should see like tents in every corner. There should be people dying of starvation on the street.
Without cause. God will not let this happen. No, he will not allow his creation to be led astray by these artificial demons. Why do you look at me so, demon? I know who you are. I can see through you. You are the one by whom the evil will come. You are the
Foreshadowing.
one.
You are the protagonist.
We have to turn our backs on sin. We have to burn the androids. Let us burn them all.
That is realistic though, like pastors being upset about it, because they get upset about fucking everything. Any new advancement in technology. Whoa, the hell happened just then? That was weird. After mankind, the target, Raken. Wonder if they use android actors. Or android lookalikes to actors. Can I dock? Can I dock with these other robots? No? That's fine.
Hey, listen, can you spare some cash?
Is this Bellini's? Color. I like colors. I like the rainbow.
Identification verified.
So we can identify ourselves with our hands, remember that.
Here is your order number 847. That will be $63.99. Please confirm payment.
And we can, like, do connective brain stuff. So it also brings up the question, why would two androids ever speak when they could just pass data from one to another? Ever speak to each other, that is. Like, speaking would be purely to interact with humans, surely. Oh, R1. Okay. Feeling a little bit of lag, which is weird. Oh, space is available. I like the idea of a docking station like as a recharging center like phones have in some places. Hey. Look at these frickin'...
Where the fuck you going, Tin Can?
Tin Can is such an uncreative slur.
Hey guys, check it out. We got one of those tin cans here.
It's just boring.
Look at this little motherfucker. You steal our jobs, but you can't even stand up.
What exactly are you hoping to achieve with this? Again, the car metaphor, you're being up on a car right now. You aren't going to solve the job crisis by kicking a car.
You ain't going anywhere. We're gonna fuck your bitch ass up.
Yeah, waste it.
Do it!
Alright. It's enough. Leave it alone.
Let us teach this bastard a lesson.
What is he going to learn? He's an android.
I'm gonna have to find you.
You take your job next.
He literally won't learn anything.
Okay. Let's go. Run along.
The only thing he may learn is to take a different route when ordered. So there's also the obvious issue of, like, the people are, or excuse me, the androids are too humanized for anybody in universe to treat this like it is. Heavy-handed metaphor number, what, 5? 4? Androids in the backseat. Watched a video that pointed out that it would be much more effective and dehumanizing to, like, put them under your seat or something. This is just attempting to push in a slave metaphor, a civil rights metaphor. Also, I refuse to accept that the majority of the population would have those buggy cars. That is offensive. Oh, I missed something. Interesting. Huh. I actually don't know what that is. So, world stats. Oh, only 3%. Piss off the hot dog vendor. That makes me happy. I am a nuisance to everyone. And no percentage on the main path since that's required. There's only one path. Curious what that is. Also shades of color. Heavy-handed metaphor number 5 and we're 2 scenes in. I don't have any friends that play this game, so no point in friend stats. I don't have any friends, period. So our guys just live in... So this is another question. How is somebody who lives in such a dump of a household able to afford an android? Additionally, why would he make purchasing an android a priority? Androids are purely luxury. Join Todd? Nah, I think I won't. Like... This guy should be spending his money on a better house, on like tools for a job or something, or a better job than whatever he has now. Welcome to the Desert Complains About a Game That He Doesn't Care About stream.
You've been gone for 2 weeks, so the place is a mess. You do the housework, the washing, you cook the meals, and you take care of... God damn it, where the fuck's the brat gone now?
Oh yeah, something else that just occurred to me. They have to have some level of pre-programmed knowledge.
That's Alice. You look after her. Homework, bath, all that crap.
So they have to know what homework, bathing, all that
You
is.
start it down here, then you do upstairs.
So like, what degree is their pre-programmed intelligence? Okay, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 things that we need to clean. Alright. So far, so good. Pretty reasonable. Collect trash. There's not a whole lot of trash. Do you just throw away a ceramic cup? Or ceramic plate, rather?
Depends on what you need. Yeah, I can get that.
Oh, I'll come back here when I'm done with the trash.
I'll bring it tomorrow.
Is he doing business? Phone business? Yeah, really. I love that part. I also love the part in which Rosa Parks refuses to give up her C. That's my favorite part of this game. Hey, thanks, Thick Boy, for the follow. I appreciate that. Or what about the scene where the ex-horse carriage drivers all riot out in the streets because they lost their job to the automobile? Where's the other trash? Ah. Or what about the part where our main characters are forced into a concentration camp, where they're gassed for being Jewish? These are all real scenes that appear in the game, by the way. Like, it's androids, not Jewish people, but, yeah. Wait, oh, I fucked up the prompt. I've been, like, spoiled. I know pretty much everything that happens in the game, by the way. No worries about that. Maybe I should put that in the title next time I stream this, so that people don't come in thinking this is a blind stream. I'm as well versed in the game as one full playthrough can make you. So I don't know all paths. What is that? Dishwasher not working. Missing component. Oh. So we can just, so why didn't we order from Bellini Paints? Why did we have to physically, oh wait, maybe we did and we were just picking up? You okay there, Todd? You getting one off?
I've made a good start down here. I'll head upstairs.
Do what you have to do, but stop bothering me.
So, this is another major issue. David Cage doesn't know how to write bad people. Every time he needs to portray somebody as being bad, he makes them so cartoonishly over the top bad. Like, he can't just be a drug user or a little rude. He has to also treat his android like shit, be his children. He has to purchase a new child to beat. He has to, like, cover all the bases or he's not evil. Sports. Android power should be outlawed. That's actually a reasonable debate, because at that point it's just who can buy the best android. Oh. In his third game of the season, android pitcher X67 threw a pitch that broke the 120 miles per hour mark. Good job, idiot. The human batsman wasn't able to swing until after the ball had already reached the catcher's glove, Androids were introduced as a one-per-team innovation, but they've come to dominate team strategy. Every draft sees the major professional baseball teams breaking their own transfer records to purchase these latest Android models. But is the game suffering? I think that's actually fair. Because that'd be like buying steroids. At the end of the day, it's just who can do the most. Jenny Warfield, head of Fanzine, I don't know what that is, Home Run, says fans are becoming disenchanted. The magic of sport is seeing the limit of human potential. Machine breaking these kinds of records just isn't exciting or even surprising. Yeah, that would be painful. 120 mile per hour softball straight at your head. Your fucking head would explode. Not everybody agrees. Christopher Lennox, a baseball pundit and ex-pitcher, thinks androids are making games more exciting. These machines are shaking things up and pushing players to do even better. The game can only survive by evolving. I think this situation in which you could split into two. Century, the transport innovation that's shaking up California, and then they spot New York instead of California. Connecting the dots. Politics and focus. Are American senators really corrupt? Yes. No time period is that ever not true. China earthquake kills 10,000 people. The transport innovation that's shaking up California. The new subtube completed its first journey today. Oh, you mean those things that Japan already has? Canada's great, no androids but lots of weed. I'm sure. It is genuinely unsettling hearing Todd jack off in the corner. The top speed of 1,800 miles per hour was made possible because the tube travels through a depressurized chamber, providing a near frictionless environment and its magnetized motors. For commuters, this raises the tantalizing prospect of finishing a long shift to the Big Apple and getting your feet up on the Golden Coast. 1,800 miles per hour? That's like around the entire world in 20 hours or something. Or at least over to Europe in 20 hours. Not even 20, it'd be less than that. The transport innovation that... California's property markets are reacting. Suburban prices have skyrocketed. LA realtor Charlene Lowe says she knows where the new buyers are coming from. They're East Coast types, specifically New Yorkers. They see a chance to keep that NYC salary whilst enjoying an LA lifestyle. And they're scrambling over each other to take advantage. Real estate isn't the only thing shaking up. School places are rapidly filling and... Whoa. What was that? Todd stopped jacking off in the corner. God damn it. School places are rapidly filling and suburban retailers are racking up prices in anticipation of all those New York dollars flying in. I mean, that kind of makes sense. If you could suddenly go from one part of the world to the other, you I absolutely would. Especially if it's free, or like the cost of a bus ticket.
That's a pretty toy. What's its name?
Okay then. Okay, so that's really annoying. I can't move the camera down now because it thinks that I want to pick this up. That's annoying. Also, this camera is awful. I believe I still need to do the laundry. No? No laundry? Alright. What about the dishes? God damn it, Todd. Yeah, really. Credit card application form. Oh, rejected. Okay, serious question. Why would you use fancy mechanical paper for fancy, like, robot paper for that? Like, normal paperwork's fine. Calm down. That probably costs a lot to make. Like, that's another thing that doesn't really make sense with a lot of this. Oh, that's a cute, like, cyan dinosaur. None of this makes sense cost-wise. At all. Everything is either way too cheap or way too expensive. This is her room. So I'll come back here. This bathroom. They had to use the fancy paper because they chopped. Okay, I guess so. Like, wouldn't we all be fucking dead then? If there's no trees to turn the carbon into oxygen. I guess you could probably make a machine to do that in a, like, hyper-futuristic fantasy world. Do androids breathe? Do they also consume oxygen? Thinking emoji. Oh, more magazines. No, androids do not breathe. Android QB, Cyberlife unveils Android, so it's the same debate that we just read. And Tech Addict, the price of life, how driverless vehicles make life and death decisions. That's actually a real thing, by the way. When a driverless vehicle foresees an accident, the car's computer makes life and death decisions. For example, deciding which of two wait, hold on. What? Can't you just not hit a pedestrian? Can't you just stop the car? But the exact process by which cars make these decisions is not very well understood. That is 100% not true. It is literally people's jobs to decide that, and to know. Martin Forlong of Crown Cars tries to clarify. In these situations, the car's imaging system gathers data to determine the pedestrian's age, gender, life expectancy, etc. in the blink of an eye. What the fuck? So it determines your worth to society. And I'm sorry, I can't get over the mental picture of a car pruning civilization. Yeah. Like there's safe crossing and then your auto car spots an elderly woman. And it just speeds up. This data is parsed through the public record to determine marital status, employment record, life expectancy, and whether they have children. The car that assigns a value to each possible victim based on criteria like their contribution to society. Oh, it's literally what I was saying. I was saying that as a joke, okay. We put premium on lives that will save other lives, like doctors and nurses. All this may sound very reasonable. It's not. It doesn't sound reasonable at all. What the fuck? What is wrong with you? But Felix Gamble, head of Anti-Automation League. What's depressing is that that's the most realistic part of this article. It says the system has no right to make such judgments. Somebody with a criminal record is not necessarily less valuable to society than a doctor. That kind of information is irrelevant to the sanctity of human life. A toddler getting punted by a car? Yeah, exactly. But Furlong dismisses such claims. We want our cars to make the best possible choices. That means acting on the basis of all the information they can gather. The more the better. Also, again, there would be riots in the street over this. Like, especially in America, people love their privacy. And is this actually just the same as the other one? Yeah, I think it is. Okay. That's hilarious. That makes no sense at all. Good world building there, David Cage. So that's another Android thing. Like, do they, like mild sentience thing, are they pre-programmed to sort those alphabetically? Do they have taste and decide that? Or, aw, he's on antidepressants. I didn't actually get to read it, but okay. There's a gun there. And like more foreknowledge stuff, how does she know what a made bed looks like? How is that decided? Oh yeah, absolutely. In the playthrough that I watched, they didn't shoot Todd, and he comes on TV and is like, man, those robots are assholes. It's like, fuck you, Todd. Quit jacking off and do your own work for once. Although that is advice that I could use. So who am I to judge? Okay. Okay. This part. This. I don't think we actually get to see it. I think it hides it. Like the information that we would gain here, she just blots out. I'm not gonna say it just in case there's somebody watching this that hasn't played before. But remember that moment, because that is infuriating. Or it will be. Oh, that's gonna be a problem, actually. Because of how I'm positioned, if I try and move my controller up too much, I bang my desk. So I have to, like, back up a little bit. Switch on? What's on TV?
And now to sports. First up.
Not interested. That's cute. Made by Toei Animation. Yeah, thanks, Hydration Bot. 37,000. That's Great Depression times 100 levels.
President Warren spoke today at the opening of a new CyberLife plant in Milwaukee. At the event, the president again praised CyberLife's role in the exceptional performance of the U.S.
President is in CyberLife's pockets.
Department of Defense will acquire 200,000 Android combat units as part of her increased.
So that brings up another question. How are androids made? Where you can just make 200,000 of them. Okay, but that would, like, not make any sense at all. Strong? The big sad. I like that.
Watch it.
You see, he has to be cartoonishly evil. Cartoonishly unkind. He can't just, you know, be a dick. He can't just be a child beater. Did we already do this? Yeah, we did. Hey, kiddo.
I just want to tidy up your room a little. I only need 2 minutes. Is that okay, Alice? Alice in Wonderland. Of course.
That is a little too on the nose for me. I am very sorry to hear that, big boy. I don't think I want to know anybody that is like Todd. I think I was happier knowing that Todd didn't exist. Or before I knew Todd exists, I mean. Is there a way to disable those controller movement prompts? So that's seriously gonna be an issue for me. What books are there? What fake books are there? Treasure. Hey, kiddo. Friendly.
I'm sure we used to be friends before I was reset. Maybe we can be friends again. Your father said you chose my name. Kara. It's nice. How did you choose it? You should tell me about yourself. What you like to do, where you like to go, your favorite foods. That would really help me. You're very quiet. I hope I don't scare you.
By the way, sorry if the audio's being choppy. I don't know how to fix that. Kara? Wait, was there a typo? I didn't see. That's an awful key, by the way. So, like, with androids, at least with these androids, they obviously have sentience, but, like, look at this photo of real people instead of models. So, like, are their programming to stay obedient just a soft layer on top of that? Is it just scripting on top of an engine? Because that makes no sense at all. You would want to hardwire that. Oh no, Mustache Daddy. Tracksuit Mustache Daddy with bad hair is coming to kidnap the little girl. Oh, slap the robot. Punching, again, can't just be a dick. He has to be a cartoonish dick that punches his robot servants. Why would it be purposefully bad, though? What possible reason would you have to intentionally create shoddy androids that kill their owners? Why, though? both why, though, and why would you have them be subservient for so long and then make them deviant? Like, why not just make them obedient from, or you can make them obedient, or you can make them like people.
I know what you're thinking.
For the lulz, yeah.
Huh? Fucking loser. Can't get a job, take care of his family.
You're pushing a law on this kid, Todd.
You think I tried to make things work? But whatever I do, when someone comes along, they just fuck it all up! I know what you think of me. You hate me. You hate me, don't you? Say it! You hate me!
Beat the kid. Probably.
God. What am I doing? I'm sorry, honey. I'm sorry.
Yeah, really.
You know I love you, don't you?
That chair's broken. Also, this dude's fucking high as balls. Nice. Oh, I knew I was forgetting stuff on the first floor. Darn. Yeah, no, don't worry, Stroll. I got this. Cool, so what's the world stats on that? 50% red android power, connecting the dots. Excuse me. 99%. What's the 1% that didn't clean a room? What is that 1%? So yeah, I didn't really deviate much from the standard, I guess. That's a little disappointing. Okay, so this is another thing that I know of that I love because it doesn't make any sense. Android birds. Like, why? Is there a way to prevent Carl from dying? I thought he always dies. Or wait, who's Carl? Carl's the painter, right? Okay, I should really decide now. Am I going to be just the spoilerful so that I can talk about the shit that I hate? Or am I gonna try and withhold any details of what's upcoming? For like people watching this who might not be aware. Deposit. Oh, I need to just put it here? Why though? Carl's the painter? I mean, if there's a way to keep him from dying. Just all spoilers? Man, this is a fucking rich dude. Can I turn the giraffe on? Is the giraffe in Android 2? I keep getting L1 and R1 mixed up. It's just so silly to me, having Android pets. North Pole, why Russia wants it? Isn't there like a tree that prevents countries from owning the North and South Pole or something? Russia's interest in the North Pole has intensified with the recent discovery of precious minerals trapped in the frozen ice, many of which are used in synthesizing therium. That's blue blood, for those aware. I have a really bad start right now, I don't know why. Oh, interesting. Android manufacture increasingly dominates both the US and Russian economies. This is some weird-ass spacing. Is this what actual magazines do? Just put like 20 spaces in between big words? Dominates both the US and Russian economies, but this isn't just about GDP. Surplus therium reserves will allow either nation to experiment in more advanced Android models, enhancing their military and industrial output tremendously. There's a lot wrong with the game that I'm going to try and go over as we go through it. Add to this the strategic importance of the region, which connects Russia with Europe, though Norway and Denmark, Greenland in parentheses, as well as Canada, and the prospect of a peaceful resolution to the dispute starts to seem unlikely. Okay, I can kind of imagine that. The spokesperson for NATO is more optimistic. Both nations stand to benefit from a stable, productive Arctic region. Conflict would benefit nobody. President Warren, however, recently torpedoed the notion. It's simple. Russia has no business in the Arctic. If the Kremlin doesn't understand that, we will make them understand. That is way too violent for any reasonable... well, I guess I shouldn't say any reasonable president. Life found on Titan. Where's Titan again? Where is Titan in the solar system? The Darwin probe, which left exactly 19 years ago to probe the surface of... wait, 19 years ago? So, 2 years from now. Like, in real time, 2 years from now. Ish. To the surface of Titan's methane ice has just confirmed the presence of microorganisms living hundreds of kilometers below the surface in an ocean of salt water protected by a thick layer of ice. Titan is Jupiter's moon? Oh, okay. After similar microbial matter was found on Enceladus, another satellite of Saturn, it seems increasingly possible that life is common in the universe. A NASA spokesman responded to this story has stated, "The latest in a series of pointers to life on other planets. Our Android expedition to Io is one among many such voyages that carry a prime objective of uncovering extraterrestrial life forms." Yeah, this game does not do good on it, because, like, flat out the Android metaphor does not work. There are so many, like, caveats that apply to androids and not black people or any other minority that make it way too distracting. Like, something that very little science fiction, at least as far as I know, is concerned with concerning androids. Androids have to be made. They cost money. And I guess you could equate that to, like, the money of raising a child. But it's not really the same when they're mass-produced. Even more so when they're mass-produced for a specific purpose. They are literally made to be slaves. Whereas, obviously, any minority, not so much. nice. There's probably symbolism in that I don't understand. Is that Carl's room? I'll leave him be for a little bit. Oh, hi, Sino. How are you, friend? You doing good? More art that I don't get. Why would you have a window viewing your, like, work area? That's weird. Hey, no bully, Sino. Sino's a cool guy. Ah, yeah, this is his room. You cool there?
Good morning, Carl.
Good morning.
It's 10 a.m. The weather is partly cloudy, 54 degrees, 80% humidity with a strong possibility of afternoon showers.
It sounds like a good day to spend in bed.
I wonder if weather forecast has ever advanced.
Oh, yes, I've forgotten. That is the difference between you and me, right, Marcus? You never forget anything.
So quick question, just to make sure I'm not going insane. This guy also was in Westworld, right? The actor for Carl?
Warm, please, Carl?
No.
Carl? Thank you.
Also right there, more like...
I'm already gritting my teeth.
I don't understand how the androids function. Like, on a programming level in this. Like, his boss said no, so why didn't he back off? Why did he insist? How fast can an android throw an infant? Probably very fast, yeah.
They break down so quickly. All this effort. Keep them going.
Ugh. I think I'm getting sick.
Hey, what happened to your clothes?
Oh, it's nothing. Just some demonstrators in the street, Carl.
What a bunch of idiots. They think they can stop progress by roughing up a few androids.
Exactly.
I hope they didn't harm you.
Oh, no. They just pushed me around, Carl. I'm fine. Okay. I'll take you to the bathroom now.
Also, what stupid life-changing technology is there? Carl's forehead? I don't know if I can agree with that. So if the... Okay, I guess like an order of priority thing. Oh, that's goofy. I guess it's like valuing the doctor's orders over his. I guess that makes sense. Oh, you can go ahead and spoil this. This is a full sport. This is like I haven't played through, but I've seen a full playthrough. I forget the part that you're referencing, though. I feel like that was a Connor part?
Anything special on the agenda today?
Yes, there's the opening of your retrospective at the Museum of Modern Art.
Okay, serious question. Why does he have a wheelchair?
Asking to confirm your attendance.
In this hyper future, why doesn't he have robot
We'll
legs?
see about that later.
Okay.
What else?
Just your usual fan mail. I've already answered.
Well, yeah, he's old, but robot legs.
No, Carl. I can call him if you like.
No. No, don't bother.
So awkwardly managed by all media? I guess so. It just, like, thinking about the possible programming of the androids doesn't make any sense to me. Because like Stroll said, and I guess we're just going full spoilers,
Well, your breakfast is ready.
later on we learned that androids are explicitly programmed to go deviant. Like, why though? Why would I imagine Kamsky can't be the only person that was programming the androids? That would have to be such a stupidly complex system to leave to one guy. Power is the best looking android? Yeah, I think I can agree with that. Full homo, though I'm pansexual. So hit me up with that gay shit. What am I doing exactly? Oh, I thought you already had breakfast. Another like subtle android sentience thing, prioritizing what order to put these things on and where to put them. So it's like there's no way that people wouldn't know that deviancy could happen, and there's no way that would be happening just now.
Thank you, Marcus. Television.
May just be Carl's preference? Maybe? But like, would that mean that Carl had to explain the order? Like the order of what to put?
I'll finish my breakfast.
Sure. Okay, Carl.
Play chess? Sure. Play piano? Sure. Read books? Sure. Okay, this is something that mildly annoys me. I just want to stand here and point it out. Oh, is he not gonna do it if I'm just standing here? Okay. Yeah, I don't think he's gonna do it if I'm just standing there. I have to walk away.
Television off.
Yeah, there he is. Like, he doesn't finish his food.
Nothing but greed, stupidity.
Fucking eat your breakfast, old man.
5,000 years of civilization just to get to where we are.
He doesn't finish his breakfast before we end up doing stuff. I'm actually gonna find something else. Let's read a book. Let's see what heavy-handed metaphors are in the books. Keats' Ode, Shakespeare, Plato. Let's do Plato. Why not? Also, why have books when
What are you reading?
theoretically the android could just
It's one of the books you recommended.
So, what do you think?
like download and quite read the
It asks
files.
the questions that I can't answer. What is right or what is wrong, for example. It's
Why
not
does he
something
have an
that's still easy
opinion
to
on
decide.
why does he have opinions, period?
Part of being human, Marcus. One day I won't be here to take care of you anymore. You'll have to protect yourself. Make your choices. Decide who you are and what you become. This world doesn't like those who are different, Marcus. Don't let anyone tell you who you should be. Let's go to the studio.
Also, I feel it really on the... Oh, what is he... Oh, I tried to push down and it, like, made him spin a little. I feel that it's bad, but a funny kind of bad. That Marcus ends up leading the rebellion, well, with him being a black android. The only playable black android, even.
Let's see where we left off. Remove the sheet.
Like, the closest comparison for androids are, from a society perspective, cars. From a technical perspective, computers. And it's like your computer doesn't tell you what it thinks you should be using as, like, your preferred notepad, or text editor, rather. If you tell it to open Notepad, it's not gonna go, are you sure you want to use Notepad, not Microsoft Word? You aren't gonna ask your computer, hey, what do you think of Play-Doh? Or even if you do, like with something like Siri or Alexa, it's a pre-programmed response. Are these just sketches he never finished? What is this? Good job cleaning it. You put it in the sink. Also, I refuse to believe that somebody in this era is this successful as a painter.
So,
pretty much all artistry would be dead now that I think of it.
Yes, there is something about it. Something I can't quite define.
Hey Siri, what do you think of my art?
I guess I like it.
the truth is I have nothing left to say anymore. Each day that goes by brings me closer to the end. I'm just an old man clinging to his brushes.
Carl.
But enough about me. Let's see if you have any talent.
I'm an android. Of course I have talent.
Paint? What would I paint?
I can
what?
download the talent program.
Give it a try.
Talent.exe. Find a subject to paint. Can I paint Carl? Paint Carl's... paint statue. I'll paint the desk just because it's a law of colors. Doing okay there?
That is a perfect copy of reality. The painting is not about replicating the world.
Is it not?
Interpreting, improving.
Isn't that literally what still lifes are?
You see.
think I can do that. It's not in my program.
Go on, go. Try it. Grab that canvas.
Maybe still lifes don't exist in this world anymore. Because androids just do it all.
Do something for me. Close your eyes. Close your eyes. Trust me. Try to imagine something that doesn't.
Why does he have imagination?
Now concentrate on how it makes you feel. And let your hand drift across the canvas.
Androids humae idei. I guess androids because he's an android. And he's sad about being an android. Because he's not an android. If he can do this, he's not an android. Hey Siri, paint me a picture. No, not a picture like that. Paint me something from the heart. Siri, paint me something that you would like. Hey Siri, what's your opinion on slavery? Hey kiddo.
Hey Dad.
Leo. I didn't hear you come in.
I was in the neighborhood. I thought I'd stop by. It's been a while, right?
You alright?
He's gonna ask for money.
You don't look so good.
Oh yeah, I'm fine. Hey listen,
Leo the Twi, yeah.
Again? What happened to the money I just gave you?
It just goes, you know?
It just blows off in the wind. I really need to buy a wallet.
Don't lie to me, Leo.
What difference does it make? I just need some cash, that's all.
Sorry.
Hiding the money in my hat has stopped working.
What? Why?
You know why.
Yeah, I think I do know why. You'd rather take care of your plastic toy here than your own son, right?
Well, when your son's such a deadbeat, yeah.
Smarter, more
yes.
obedient, not
yes.
like me, right? But you know what? This thing is not your son. It's a fucking machine.
Leo, that's enough.
Again, the LED thing on the side of his head. What does it being red even mean?
You don't care about anything except yourself and your goddamn paintings. You've never loved anyone. You never loved me, Dad. You never loved me.
Good job, kid. I mean, if he's definitely not getting the money now. Alright. So there's other options for, like, obviously different paintings. Blue is neutral, yellow is processing, and red is software instability. Okay. That makes sense. There's two things I missed here. Oh, it's playing chess or playing the piano. So I did pretty much everything I could. Alright, world stats. Not many people read Life on Titan. Pretty even split on those three. Oh, nobody read Otis, huh? Copy desk. Oh, wow. I am the 1%. Nice. The smallest option of the smallest selected. Beautiful. That's what I like to see. Shit that, like, nobody has seen. 2038. Hey, Jimmy. Again, that coin thing's just... It's silly, but I like it. No androids allowed. So that would be prioritizing police orders over schmuck orders, I guess. Find Lieutenant Anderson. So, actually I'll say what I was going to say because it appears in text later. So I've already played this, so I already know which of these guys, why, you know what I mean. Myers Derrick, born 89, security guard, he should be unemployed. Criminal record, none. So when Hank yells at Connor for the coin, oh, I don't think I actually saw that in the playthrough that I watched. Dempsey Edward, administrator of what, though? Again, he should be unemployed, though. And Graham Jonah, he is unemployed.
What's your problem?
Hey you, are you unemployed? Delivery driver, currently unemployed. Okay, good. Look, every single person in this bar should be unemployed. Accountant, currently unemployed. And unemployed. McRae Samuel, docker. Oh, I love docking. So I believe it's back here. Yeah, 37% unemployment rate. That is ridiculous. This bar should have like 50 people in it. Every single person in here should be unemployed. Lieutenant Anderson should be unemployed. Yeah, look at that. It should be... They would be burning down government buildings. Like, I'm pretty sure the lowest unemployment rate ever is like 16% for the Spanish Civil War. Business owner. And here he is. Here's our favorite drunkard. Oh, that picture needs updated.
Lieutenant Anderson, my name is Connor. I'm the android sent by CyberLife. I looked for you at the station.
There's the
Nobody
meme.
knew where you were. They said you were probably having a drink nearby. I was lucky to find you at the 5th bar.
What do you want?
Can't be that nearby
You were
then.
assigned a case early this evening. A homicide involving a CyberLife android. In accordance with procedure, the company has allocated a specialized model to assist investigators.
Well, I don't need any assistance. Especially not from a plastic asshole like you.
Oh
Just
yeah,
leave the
it's
little
explained
robot.
somewhere.
Get the fuck out of here.
I'm sorry, Lieutenant, but I must insist. My instructions stipulate that I have to accompany you.
You know where you can stick your instructions?
No. Where?
I love that line.
Never mind.
It also brings up the question, what exactly is his pre-programmed knowledge?
It'll make life easier for both of us.
Where he knows what getting a drink means, but he doesn't know what shove it means.
You know what? I'll buy you one for the road. What do you say? Bartender? The same again, please.
Gotta be nice to him.
Jim wonders the technology. Make it a double.
can get androids to buy your booze for you. I'll try.
Did you say homicide?
Yes. Oh, it just cuts off there. Oh, okay. I was gonna say, that was an awfully short scene. Nice.
You wait here.
Hank's a punk rocker.
My
Diplomatic.
instructions are to accompany you to the crime scene, Lieutenant.
Listen.
It's Mr. Krabs.
About your instructions. I told you to wait here, so you shut the fuck up.
You mean like the same voice actor? Conflicting orders, selecting priority. Follow Lieutenant Anderson.
Josh Douglas from Channel 16. Can you confirm if this is a
I wonder if it's possible to just stay in the car the whole time. 28 stab
Androids are
wounds.
not permitted beyond this point.
It's with me.
Are thou feeling it now, Mr. Krabs?
Your order contradicted my instructions, Lieutenant.
You don't talk, you don't touch anything, and you stay out of my way. Got it?
Got it.
Evening, Hank. We were starting to think you weren't going to show.
Yeah, that was the plan until this asshole found me.
So, you got yourself an android, huh?
Oh, very funny. Just tell me what happened.
So, you bought yourself a car, huh?
That's when he found the body.
Nice animation there.
Jesus, that smell.
Can androids
Worse
smell?
Where we opened the windows. The victim's name's Carlos Ortiz. He has a record for theft and aggravated assault. According to the neighbors, he was kind of a loner.
And red ice. Ah, yes, SCP-009.
Stayed easy in.
Victim used drugs. Okay.
Could have waited till morning.
And this is the dagger.
Good 3 weeks. We'll know more when
Eat
car
the
hits.
dagger.
There's a kitchen knife.
And it's Carlos's.
Probably the murder weapon.
No fingerprints. Do androids not have fingerprints?
Nope.
Sounds like something you would absolutely want. That's more dried blood.
Boarded up. The killer must have gone out the back way.
What do we know
Oh.
about his android?
Not much. The neighbors confirmed he had one, but it
The
wasn't.
Eden Club, come visit us. And I would go to the Eden Club every day.
Yourself at home. I'll be outside if you need me.
He'll probably multiple times a day. Looks like you can just make androids look however you want. So like... That's why Hank has to buy sex bots for Connor. Oh yeah, I remember that. But like, why though? Why don't they have fingerprints? I feel like that's something that you would definitely want to include for this exact scenario. Or really any scenario where you need to look for, hey, did somebody touch this? Oh, nice. Android sex officially better. Sorry, ladies, but plastic can't beat B. Oh, this is sleazy. 68% men prefer sex with an android. Well, yeah. They're literally programmed to be better. Wait a second. And with 50%... Oh, okay. I thought that was 68% versus 52. Like, that doesn't add up. Should be a serial number. That makes sense. Is your android spying on you? Yes. The answer is yes. I'm not actually gonna read these because I don't really care. Like this, obviously. This, even more obviously. There is no mystery to those. You get it all from the headline.
I would say so.
That's a bad
Saving
article.
samples for analysis.
Oh, where's the victim? It's in this room, right?
Red ice. Seems our friend Carlos liked to party.
Have my
Here's
way,
our full
please.
analysis on the narcotics.
Consider it done.
Jesus. Looks like a boomer from Left 4 Dead. Red ice. Do you snort red ice? Deceased. Is he okay though? I think this dead person died. 28 knife wounds. And criminal record. You imagine you do it like meth? Well, I don't know how to do meth either. So that's where the victim fell. He stumbled on his own beer bottles. Good job, idiot. Victim was stabbed. I can tell. So a confrontation started in the kitchen.
He was stabbed.
You eat it?
28 times.
Yeah.
28 stab wounds. How many times are we gonna hear that? Analyze. This gets contradicted later though. Font Cyberlife Sans. That gets contradicted later when androids just like writing blood spatter. It's a cute idea though if it was consistent. The idea that androids can only write in specific predetermined fonts. That would be a cool detail if it was consistent. Violent impact, obviously. So he was planning on being on the android in the first place. Oh no, the beatdown was already happening. He wasn't planning it. So it's all self-defense. Does self-defense clause work for androids? I assume not. Officer, my computer stabbed me after I beat it a bunch. Can't open that door. Can I open this door? Yes. Can androids get tetanus?
Door was locked from the inside.
So you can tell what mall is based on their footprints.
There are no footprints apart from Officer Collins' size 10 shoes.
Oh.
This happened weeks ago.
I thought I said model.
No. This type of soil would retain a trace.
I guess I'm seeing
Somebody's been
things.
after it for a long time.
Okay. And what's in here? Anything of note? Does not look like it. Our Cully's hiding up there. Is there a clue that I missed? Do I need to talk to Hank? Hey, Hank.
Lieutenant, I think I figured out what happened.
Oh, yeah? Shoot, I'm all ears.
It all started
In the kitchen.
in the kitchen.
My controller's
There
rumbling
are
a little
obvious
bit,
signs
by
of
the
a
way.
struggle. Question is, what exactly happened here?
I think the victim attacked the android with the bat.
That lines up with the evidence. Go on.
The android stabbed the victim.
So the android was trying to defend itself, right? Okay, then what happened?
The victim fled to the living room.
And he tried to get away from the android. Alright, that makes sense.
The android murdered the victim with the knife.
Okay. Your theory's not totally ridiculous. But it doesn't tell us where the android went.
It was damaged by the bat and lost some therium.
Lost some what?
Therium. You call it blue blood.
Explain
It's
blue
the fluid
blood
that
for
powers androids' biocomponents.
people who haven't played
It
before.
evaporates after a few hours and becomes invisible to the naked eye.
This is never brought up again, by the way,
You can
that
still see it.
that we can still see
Correct.
dried therium. This like JoJo with how much is forgotten and just abandoned. Except JoJo is fun and stupid. And it's fun because of how stupid it can be. Or is this just frustratingly stupid? What are we looking at exactly? Nice. Can androids get scared? If they can, then why? Find something to climb. Just use the chair, silly.
Hey, what are you doing with that chair?
I'm going to check something.
He should give more detail than that, but okay.
Check something.
Your boss gives you an order to explain yourself, you explain yourself. There's our android. Whoa? Ooh. Notice his 28 stab wounds. Why would he stop?
I was just defending myself. He was gonna kill me.
Also, it's super easy to trigger deviancy.
Don't tell him.
Connor, what the fuck is going on up there?
It's here, Lieutenant!
Oh, shit.
Good boy, Connor.
Chris, Ben, get your asses in here now! Come on!
Nice. I assume the other path is we didn't find the deviant. I don't know what that is. If we don't reconstruct the crime, I guess? Oh, all of that leads to failure, so probably best that we didn't take that. Analyze everything. Cool, cool. Alright, that looks pretty good. Buy him another drink. Of course. Most people did. Anything that's like very few did. And 99% again. What's the 1% that didn't? So I did the pre-bog standard normal route. Okay. So I am actually going to call it here. Since we've been at it for 2 hours and we just beat, I think that's 4 chapters? Or 4 arcs or whatever they're called. So let me see if there's anybody streaming in my Discord for me to send y'all off to. Not really, no. Okay, so I guess I'll just leave you all to your own devices. Thank you all for watching. Hope you all have a good day or night or evening or what have you. Peace.